Make a hot cuppa and relax. It's Afternoon Karak with Aisha Al-Mazmi and Mikhail Atiyah.
On Pulse 95.
A few months ago, Tiger King was the big hit on Netflix and even internet culture. And it seems that every other big network wanted to get their dirty hands on it. And lo and behold, Peacock, the NBC.
And also NBC, it's an NBC network.
Yeah, the NBC streaming service,
Yes.
Peacock, will be producing a Joe Exotic series. I think we talked about it a while back.
Yeah, there were two of them that were going to happen. Everybody was kind of confused who's going to be playing who in this one, who's going to be playing who in that one.
There's a biopic, and then there's a series.
We have no idea. I'm quite confused. And to be honest, the Tiger King phase of the lockdown and the pandemic is so long ago. That was back in March, April. I forgot completely about it. But now apparently they are going to cast Kate McKinnon from SNL to be playing Carol Baskin herself. And I can already imagine it in my head. She can nail that role.
A southern
100%.
A southern white crazed woman, who still to this day people don't know whether or not she fed her husband to the tigers.
Do you remember the TikTok song?
Which one?
Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin?
Killed her husband, whacked him.
I did not hear that. Maybe I did. Like I have a thing with like hip hop music and lyrics. I don't pick up on it so much.
No, it's from TikTok.
I may have not seen this, heard it or anything.
Mikhail.
I'm sorry if I'm not cultured enough.
Get with the times. And apparently, Carol Baskin herself is also in talks to join season 29 of Dancing with the Stars. I never thought I wanted to see Carol Baskin dance, but I really want to see Carol Baskin dance now.
I'll be honest, she does not shy away from the spotlight, even when a lot of people are questioning her. You know, there's always that. She has that bad kind of publicity, but she's like, hey, it's still publicity, right?
Yes.
So let me just dance it out at Dancing with the Stars.
What I love about her as well is that, well, you can argue it's not a good thing, but she just has the same facade no matter what she's feeling. It's always like, hello, my kitty cats. How are you doing? And it's like, do you not feel anything? Even when she was talking the entire time during the documentary, even when people are like, they're accusing you of killing your husband, and she had the same face, the same smile. So I would like to see that. I want to see more of that. I want to see her up Dancing with the Stars, and I want to know who she's going to be paired with. That would be fantastic.
Oh, imagine. It's just a wishful thinking, but Joe Exotic.
Well, that's not how Dancing with the Star works. But if it does, that would it would be interesting to have them both competing against each other.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
That would be fantastic, and the whole rivalry can come back. We're going to be taking a short break, and then we're going to be talking about weird vending machines in Japan. And it goes back to a conversation we kind of had a long time ago about a certain type of food. Will you eat it or will you not? We're going to be taking a short break. We've got Umi and Love Affair coming up next.
Not in the news?
Not in the news. Weirdness that happened
Today.
True story.
We all know that Japan is famous for all kinds of vending machines, and honestly, if I ever go to Japan, which is like, inshallah, bi'idhnillah, one day I will go to Japan several times. Not once, I'm going to go several times, inshallah.
I'm really jealous for my sister. Well, mashallah, she's doing her master's in Sokoba in Japan.
And she's living the dream, isn't she?
She's loving it. Right now, she's, of course, during her master's semester, she was stressed out.
Yeah.
Assignments and exams. But now she has like a nice little summer break. And every day she's biking it, she's going swimming, she's taking pictures that are so scenic. I'm telling you, like, I cannot wait to go to Japan, inshallah.
One day, inshallah. But one of the things that I have on my bucket list when I go to Japan, inshallah, is the vending machines.
Oh, yeah.
I want to try out just different things. I probably will not understand what's written, but I'm going to try out different things. And one of the things that apparently they're offering in a vending machine, it is insects. Now, this begs the question, Mikhail, would you eat insects?
Be honest, I've never tried in my life, and I know it's an acquired taste but I'm willing to try a few types. So like maybe roasted cockroaches.
Well, not cockroaches, Mikhail. They don't eat cockroaches.
I think they do.
No, they don't.
Maybe some places
They eat
in
grasshoppers.
Asia. Okay, yeah.
It's grasshoppers, not roaches.
Okay, my bad. I was maybe
Locusts.
jumping the ship with that one.
You were like, I will eat anything just once. No, Mikhail, they don't eat roaches as far as I know.
I'll do it for the experience and see what's the big deal. Some people compare it to tasting like chicken, and I really want to prove them wrong. So
I don't think it will. It's funny how they compare everything to chicken. I mean, people who eat snails say that snails taste like chicken, and I'm like, really? I've had a snail soup. I haven't had like proper snails.
Ooh, okay.
It was good. Don't.
It was delicious.
Don't bash
Okay.
it. Don't bash it. It
All
was
right.
good.
Okay, you see, that's where I'm like, I need to be trying this stuff out before I knock it.
Exactly. I agree with you totally. You should always try it first before you say you don't like it. And for me, at least, I'd say yes, I would try them.
Depends on which one.
But here's the thing. In this vending machine, they're offering armor tail scorpion, zebra tarantula, buck kebabs, crickets, and rhino beetles.
Okay, bug kebabs I might try.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it's a bit Arabi, right?
No, it's just like
Mishawiha.
it's meshwi, yes.
So like it's got a little bit of Arab in there, and then I can eat it.
You do know that a lot of people, when they say kebab in English, they usually mean that it's on skewers.
Yeah.
So it's just bugs on skewers, basically.
So I think I'll try it, and then maybe if it's still not good, I might shawiha shway.
It's already made. It's already ready made. It's in a vending machine. But I'm too scared to try a scorpion and tarantula. Maybe tarantulas, but they're too hairy, so I don't know how
I would
that
try
will feel.
tarantula because I do have a fear of them. So I feel like it's one of those therapeutic things to do where
See, that's the thing.
confront the fear and eat it.
Yes,
and
with
you'll
me,
never be scared again.
With me, it's the scorpions. I can't even look at other animals eat scorpions. They just get to me. So I don't know. Here's the thing. You get the tarantula, I get the scorpions, and we get a can of Coke on the side just so that, it can have everything pass through. Tell us, guys, would you try out insects, whether it's from a vending machine or in a gourmet restaurant or from, one of those small shops in the middle of the street food? Why not? Tell us all about it, 4215 Salat, or slide into our DMs at Pulse 95 Radio all across social media platforms. You're going to be taking a break, and we'll be back with much more.
This is Pulse 95.
There's something soothing and just peaceful about coming back from work or school and just opening up your Netflix and just watching just the latest episode of your favorite show or, top 10 movie of the UAE. I got to check this out. And, it's just always a great feeling. Honestly, after work, I usually love going on Netflix and even Amazon Prime, the one I stole from Aisha. And just seeing what's...
The one that everybody stole from Aisha.
Just checking out what's new. And I always feel at ease. Well, apparently, there's a new study that that shows that people who use Netflix and Disney Plus, actually, it helps them a lot with their mental health.
The survey was conducted by Self Financial, and it sampled 1,000 Americans about the ways in which they try to promote their mental well-being as well as finances involved in doing so. So whether it's directly or indirectly. And apparently, 51.5% of this 1,000 people said that they spend money on things including television and streaming services, 48% on socializing with others, 44% on music, and 43% on food. And I really like that, honestly. It tells you so much about how we basically work as humans. Yes, we value socializing, but funny enough, socializing comes second in this survey. And it could be the fact that because we had to social distance and whatnot, but still, the fact that we still preferred paying all this money to various streaming services, especially with the abundant number that we've been bombarded with lately when it comes to streaming services. Like you said, we've got Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, we have Apple TV Plus, we've got Disney Plus, we have Peacock, etc., etc. So there's a good chance the Americans also have way more than us. We only have like 3 or 4 streaming services. So I'm not too surprised. And in contrast, the direct ways that they're paying towards keeping their mental health and well-being is through 72% by counseling, 24% through apps, and 19% through sports. And you can see the difference in numbers, that they're willing to spend 50% of them willing to spend a lot of money just on streaming services.
This is a really nice perspective into the priorities of everyday lifestyles of people. And I can really see myself be part of this survey. Like, I feel like I'm part of the 51% here.
Definitely,
when it comes to streaming. And
what about food?
Food? Oh yeah, definitely.
Food. Ordering out.
Oh man, I'm guilty of it, to be honest. You know, there's a couple of good restaurants on the way here from just around Sharjah. You know,
I agree. I mean, especially since I live next to Mueleh as well, so that makes it worse.
Oh man.
Around the afternoon.
I wish I lived in Mueleh.
Around the afternoon, when I'm just sitting there and I'm like, I feel sad right now, and I hear a voice in my head that tells me, Aisha, you deserve some dessert. And I was like, you know what? You are absolutely correct.
And I'm sure the people at the restaurants do miss Aisha.
Oh, they do. There's actually a poke place. You know Pokeballs?
Yeah.
Pokeballs. That is in Mueleh. It opened in Mueleh. And it just became a ritual since it opened that I would order once a week around the weekend. And one time, the guy texted me, he's like, ma'am, same location? I'm like, same location? That is me. That is a person who orders every single weekend. I definitely, like you, I would spend a lot of money on food, definitely, and also streaming services. What about you guys? Text us 4215 Salat or do tell us, how much would you spend on your mental well-being? Would it be through streaming services, food, meeting up, or other ways? Coming up next, we've got a Marvel Studios rumor. Stay tuned for that.
Speculation, gossip, or hoax. Rumor has it.
It's about time when we're going to start hearing about more and more different movies picking up production and going back to filming. And apparently there are rumors that not one, not two, but 3 Marvel productions are set in play. They are back at it again. But the question is, what are those 3 Marvel TV shows or movies?
Well, there's a team of scoopers all over the internet looking for any evidence, and the first evidence was that they found out a couple of stunt workers are returning to the set of WandaVision to begin preparation of relaunching principal photography. So already, WandaVision is rumored to be, starting up its production again.
Which even though they said they wrapped up, so I'm not
maybe
sure.
Maybe a few more scenes that need to be, cleaned out for post-production. And there's also the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which got a complete halt earlier this year, and even got it's not even going to hit its original release date. It's going to come out next year. It was also discovered that
no, it's not.
It's not coming out.
It's Falcon Winter Soldier has to come out first.
Yeah.
And then WandaVision.
But didn't it say
WandaVision
will come out in December anyway?
Yeah, that's going to come out. So we have no idea how they'll manage to film this, because Falcon and the Winter Soldier had got into a lot of trouble because they did try to resume filming a while back. Do you remember that? They went to Prague and then they had to shut it down almost immediately.
Yeah.
But now apparently there are rumors that they got the green light from the Czech government to return, despite the country's temporary ban on travel from American citizens. So if you remember, the list was Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then WandaVision, and then Loki.
And one more film that has garnered some chatter. It points to some production that's happening in Australia. Now, people were assuming it was going to be Spider-Man 3, but Spider-Man 3 is expected to film primarily in stateside and in European countries. So that really goes to Thor, Love and Thunder, Thor 4, Aisha's future favorite film of the year.
Definitely. Already my favorite film of the year. Taika Waititi and the great cast of Thor is definitely already my favorite.
So run down the list. WandaVision, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, as well as Thor, Love and Thunder are all rumored to be heading back into production, full swing for their anticipated release, inshallah.
I'm just mostly worried about Falcon and the Winter Soldier because, like you said, this is what kicks off the new phase of Marvel, and we still have no idea when it's going to come out. So hopefully they can manage to finish things and it's not too rushed or too bad. But I feel like the fact that WandaVision comes out all the way in December gives them some time, some leeway. But again, I hope there's no crunch and there's no overwork happening within that group.
In the world of Hollywood, I can never really trust that.
Oh, no. Hollywood and even video games, you cannot trust anything. Coming up next, we're going to be talking about video games and the PS5 DualSense controller. More about that coming up next.
Pulse 95.
You know, we're still a few months away from the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X launching. We know that Xbox Series X is coming around November. And sorry, I dropped my mouse.
It's okay, I'll pick it up. So we know just a little bit about when everything's coming out. We don't know much about when the PlayStation 5 is coming out, but we have seen how well the controller is going to look like, and there was a lot of talk about it, especially the fact that the PlayStation 4 controller is not compatible with the PS5, and that garnered some kind of a whole mess on the internet, but that's not our topic today. We're going to be talking about the PS5 DualSense and a patent that suggests that the controller could detect users.
Oh my God. As reported by Segment Next, and you can even find it on the official website of the United States Patent and Trademark Office, it describes a system that would use DualSense's sensors, including its gyroscope and its accelerometer, to gather data to track the controller's position, orientation, and properties so as to figure out whether the user is, like, let's say for me, if I hold the controller, it would know, oh, this is Mikhail, so it would assign me to my Mikhail account. Or if my sister grabs the controller, it's like, oh, this is Hidayah, so it signs in automatically to my sister's account.
I love
this is
that.
some really interesting features.
Yes.
And, you know, again, one thing to always note here is Sony buys all sorts of patents, and we've talked about them time and time before. But the thing is that we never really get any announcements from Sony. I think they just buy it, and maybe in the future, not necessarily used for the controller, but for other pieces of technology that they have. Because we know
that if they do not use it for the DualSense controller, what if they actually use it for the upcoming PSVR headset?
That would be fantastic.
Because that would make sense a lot.
Yeah, it would.
It would, because I know that there is some sort of controller that you hold on to. So I feel like it would enhance the whole experience, that since you're already feeling it and whatnot, it would actually make sense that you could also, catch on and say, oh, this is Mikhail playing right now.
Improving on the tracking system, on the sensory, your position.
Your height, all of that. So it can take into consideration when you're playing the game. And it's all exciting stuff, and all next-gen stuff that we cannot wait to get our hands on. And this is one of those things that I didn't know I wanted until they told us about it. I was like, why don't they do that in every console? I want that. I want them to know that it's me, that I'm the one playing and not somebody else. Granted, it's only me playing at home, but my point is, it would be really nice to have this feature.
Feels actually, it's parallel to, you know how when they first introduced the iPhones with just your finger and it opens up? Maybe it's something similar to that with the DualSense controller. But until then, we'll just have to wait for Sony to say something. Guys, يعني شوي الوقت ضيق, We're coming to November real quick.
We're coming to November real quick, and we like to know more about the PS5 and what it has in store for us. And as for what we have in store for you, we've got one last segment Aisha and Mikhail suggest coming up right here on the Afternoon Karak.
It's almost 5 p.m.
That was Afternoon Karak.
For dessert,
Aisha and Mikhail suggest...
For dessert, we have a very good suggestion from none other the magnificent Mikhail Atiyah.
Thank you, Aisha, the availing. It's been a while since
It's been a while since we said that, right? And we haven't said hashtag the dream team.
It's been a while.
You want to say it?
Hashtag
the dream team.
Sorry.
On, Mikhail. Okay, hold on.
3,
1,
2, okay. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Hashtag the dream team.
I love that. We're back. Okay, so back to your suggestion.
Yeah, so my final suggestion is, it has to do with the fact that my sisters, they have high school and university coming up next week. And I've been really trying to urge them to fix up their sleeping schedule because obviously, the summer, I didn't mind. You can be up till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, do whatever you want. Hidayah has been going crazy on the PlayStation, playing with her gaming buddies up until the whole night. But I've been really adamant over the fact that, guys, yalla, you have a week to go, fix up your sleeping cycles. And the best way to do it really is to try to think of the 7-hour mark. You know, what's the body clock you want to shoot for? You want to shoot for 6, you want to shoot for 7 o'clock. So then back, like rewind the time and sleep at that certain amount of time. So let's say you want to wake up at 6, try to get in 6-7 hours of sleep. So sleep around 11:30. I won't, because they stay up a bit late. I know they can hit midnight easy. Yeah. So try to go a bit, go a bit back, like half an hour before midnight, and try to sleep. And we know that it takes 7 to 14 minutes for you to really finally close your eyes and go to bed. Ways to really help with this is turn on your fan, have the room a bit cold, and if you can find any type of white noise. Usually, like for me, sometimes if I have trouble sleeping, I turn on YouTube, I play Surah Al-Baqarah, and I don't have it too loud. It's just sort of in the background, and it does ease me into sleep. So that's one way I usually do it. And for everyone, your brothers and sisters who are up till 1 o'clock in the morning, yalla, fix their sleeping cycles, because it's just going to get really bad if they're struggling to wake up. 3 hour, 4 hour sleep is not enough, especially when you're that young of an age.
I agree with you. I mean, I'm an adult, supposedly, and I still don't sleep enough hours. I'd say shoot for 7 to 8 hours. Some people say, no, I can live with 6 and 5, but no. It should be 7 to 8 hours. That is the recommended amount of sleep for a young adult. So if you're in high school, middle school, up until maybe you're 70, 80, 90, 7 to 8 hours would be the recommended amount of hours. And I agree with Mikhail in the sense that you need to find the soft spot of, what can make you go to sleep. Some people like drinking something warm before going to sleep. Maybe get some chamomile tea. Maybe drink some milk or milk alternatives if you'd like.
Or sometimes just use it once to help fix it all at once. Just melatonin, to help you sleep that one good cycle, and then just stick to it every night until it just becomes a habit.
That can work as well. Again, figure it out and get to sleep. You only have a couple of days left, and I've been trying to save my sleep for a couple of months now. It's not working, but we're gonna get to it. It's okay to reset and take your time until you can fix it. And with that, we leave you with a very good suggestion from Mikhail, and we leave the desk and make way for Big House, who's going solo for now for this week on Yellow Home. So stay tuned for that, only here on Pulse 95.
Pulse 95. You're listening to Pulse 95. Pulse 95.
It's Pulse 95.